Thank you so much, Shreeranjana, for joining us on this podcast at Dawdle Live. Extremely happy to see you for the first time and extremely delighted to see the great work that you have been doing for your own startup. For the sake of our audience, we'll give a very crisp intro about Shreeranjana. She's the founder of this company called the Gift House of Nivara. While, she has driven technology-led growth initiatives across startups. She brings hands-on experience in growth engineering, technical documentation, and digital content strategy. She has a very strong foundation in WordPress, technical writing, and social media marketing. And she's a great storyteller as well. And she's now building her own brand. She's started her own brand and she's into the gifting space. I welcome you, Shreeranjana. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. You did a lot of research to know about me, and thanks for having me.
Thank you, Shreeranjana. Now, first thing first is that we would love to understand from you, what was that starting moment, that sparked the Gift House of Nivara?
To be
What
frank,
experience? Yeah, sure, please.
I started it as a very small thing when I was studying in my college. I think around third year, I started doing a small gifts and I
Mm,
was circulating towards my friend circle.
mm,
And what I really mean is, I'm a person who loves to give the people what they really need. And I
mm,
love to see the smile on their face. That gives
mm,
me a kick that nothing has given me till now in the life.
mm,
So it driven me the fact, okay, I am a person who loves craft. I have learned multiple crafts throughout my just journey.
mm,
This gifting business is not about just curating something. We should know really what artistic it is. Then only I
mm,
can tell the people like this kind of things are available. Like you can bring this kind of authentic to it. And I want
mm,
to know the art by myself. I love to learn art. Every day I prefer to learn something new in the art domain. That's how it started. And I was
mm,
doing scrapbooks, resin arts, and multiple things by myself. And I was giving to the people I know, and that's how it's going on. I was having small Instagram page and I was uploading all the videos and it's going like
mm,
that. But I always have a vision, like I want to build a business. That is
mm,
something I was very passionate about when I was studying from my college. I was learning the ways about what is my cup of coffee, what I can build in my long run, and what I can do throughout the time, which still I can die. So when I
mm,
was searching different multiple paths, then I came to know gifting is my cup of coffee. But what I can do, like scalability, where I can grow this as a big business. I
mm,
don't want to do something very small. I don't have any idea about doing it. So then I came to know a corporate gifting.
mm,
So I personally I worked in a company. There for when I joined their company for their
mm,
anniversary, they had given me one hamper. I saw it and I was like, why I can't do this? I really decided that day next year for this same company, I am going to do this corporate gifting. And
mm,
I did it the next year for the same. I really thankful for Grutan and Location and Nandini Akka, who
mm,
trusted me, a small girl who is working in their company, went and pitched, I can do this. Can you give me this opportunity?
mm,
I really thankful to God till now. They had trusted me, had given me the big order to me,
mm.
and I kept the secret. Even I'm working in that company, I finished it and I delivered it to on the date. And till now, that is the biggest order, and it is a very personalized gift hamper, I would say. If anybody asks me what is the special hamper you did, I will definitely bring that component because that is very exclusive, and no wonder I can say that my first order is something for 105 people. It's exclusively for them. It is exclusively for them. Each person knows that value. So that's where I decided, okay, this is my cup of coffee and I'm going to expand it as much as possible.
This is what we say real passion actually, Shreeranjana. Awesome, Shreeranjana. Thank you so much for taking us through your journey, this thing, because this is going to inspire a lot of other entrepreneurs as well to kind of look into their journey and identify what they really want to do in their life. Now, before we go into the company that you have, would love to understand from you a little bit about your background, the path that you took before starting this brand, what were you doing professionally, and all the related things.
To be frank, I'm a person who don't want to rely for my expenses on my parents. So that's how my curiosity started. My third year, I started learning digital marketing
Hmm,
and I worked with a company called Branding Base. It's in Coimbatore.
hmm,
I'm touched wood, I was blessed to handle complete social media for a big mall in Salem. It is called Tex Valley. I
mm,
was a single-handed person to conduct the event behind the back, and I really thankful for Vignesh who had given me the opportunity for a college girl who's just studying
mm,
third year. And
mm,
that time, my learning curve was like so much high that I was able to give the reports that I can make the reels to reach this high, and I can pull the contents like this. We can do. I can brought up the ideas. I can make the peoples to do that. I learned the authority from there, and I was very passionate towards like what is digital media. That's all by myself because I
mm,
basically picked a engineering degree in biotech, but
mm,
I was doing great in that thing also. But I realized in India it is not my. I want to do something else, and during lockdown I don't want to waste my time. I spent
mm,
learning content writing, SEO, social media, and how to make like, reels go viral. These are the things very much interested, and I
mm,
pitched and I got an internship. From that intern, I was handling multiple social media pages on hand. That time I know like what is a flaw, what is the thing which really work with that experience. And then through my friend, I got to know there is an opening for content writing in company called Groton. Then I tried the interview, and by God's grace, I got selected. After
mm,
joining there, I came to know that is not like something content writing and social media marketing. It is a technical writing. It is completely a different domain, which
mm,
I was exposed to. But
mm,
that is where I learned technically how it works. And I really suggest people who are early and going to start a company, they
mm,
need to work in a startup ecosystem to learn how things are grown inside. So I
mm,
worked in a company where everything is very transparent. I can see, meet my CEO and I can know his story, how he has
yeah,
grown this much.
yeah,
And he's also a normal person who built a company like Gruton is something. I remember that like in a 1 week when I joined the company, there was a Thursday session and he told me how he built a company. I really inspired by him and I decided someday I'll be like this and somewhere I'll be telling my story to my employees. I built my company from the inspiration
mm,
and I learned how the structure will be work. And one thing, no, even if I'm a new joiner, the
mm,
responsibility is responsibility. I should own the ownership completely. It is not something who is behind me, behind my back. Do you doing the task or nothing? If the task is given to you, you need to take the responsibility. You need to connect with the people. You need to get the work done. Initially, it was very tough for me to handle in that particular situation. But
mm,
since I worked in a startup, wherever I go, like I am ahead of a lot of people
mm,
and if I have an idea, I can go and pitch. I never had a fear of pitching anything. If it is failure, what is going to wrong? I tried
mm,
my level. It is not happening. That's not my cup of coffee. If I didn't pitch, then I'll feel very bad about it. Why I didn't use that opportunity. In that day, I didn't pitch to Lokesh or Nandini. Today, I can't run a company where it is trusted by multiple people. Even right
mm,
now, for this Republic Day, I have delivered one customized things for TVS. I never dreamt I will work with a TVS kind of a brand. This all happened on that day. I took a dare to why not I pitch that? What is going to be a wrong thing? So this is all my journey started. And to be frank, in my life, I was overexposed to things
mm,
above my age. And that is was my great learning. That's how it's all going right now. And because of the learning how to run a company structurally, how to organize things, how it
mm,
works, and then I moved to a next cadre of company like it is
mm,
like a bigger size and I want to know how that architecture works and I really want to understand the whole system how it works like how when it is scaled to a next level how
mm,
they function. I got an idea of both and I usually believe in networking. I've been part of all the community in Chennai. There
mm,
I built a strong community in Chennai where I can talk to people, where people can refer me. I built it by a small girl who is ready to willing to help that
mm,
community. By that it is constant effort towards that community. And then they started realizing this person is from this community multiple times meeting me in different communities and I became being very close with the people. I'm really saying I didn't have anything like back or two. I created by my own self. I put effort every Saturday, Sunday. I'll have my 5 days of work. Saturday, Sunday, I'll make sure I'll go to two events. Every time I did it for 1 year, that's how I built all this community. Like now I'm part of and I know the peoples, how I'm taking orders. This all happened from that.
this is superb. Like I feel like this podcast is going to be an inspiration for a lot of people who want to start building something of their own. And must say, like I always have a bias to entrepreneurs from Tamil Nadu. I don't know. I like them, like because one of the things is that very grounded entrepreneurs. And the second thing is that You have a lot of inspiring people in the ecosystem, especially in Chennai and Tamil Nadu and all these places. A lot of inspiring people who really want to help others. So I hope the entire India, kind of takes motivation from the ecosystem which Tamil Nadu is building and, kind of creating entrepreneurs like you. Now we will get into the gifting space, which is the space in which you are. We will unpack why most of the gifts fail to create a lasting impact. Why do most corporate and personal gifts feel forgettable? And what does meaningful gifting truly mean to you?
See, if you think of Diwali gift, what you will think? There will be some nuts, some sweets. That's all you will think of. Or else some company, if they have a budget, they will give one
Yes,
battery, something
yes,
they will give. That's all they will be giving to you. But when it is going to be, if you are receiving something in the same pattern for a multiple years, if you are in that company for more than 5 years and you will guess it, this year they will give these things and it
mm,
will become forgettable. Really, I'm not saying gifting is something is expensive. I'm not saying it's about expensive. It's about experience what that package has. That's where we come in. Like, we really want them to feel that this company, the company really valued each employee and
mm,
we gave a gift to, we suggest like what they really want.
mm,
That's how it's the differentiation starts to begin. And why it feels no every time the same cup of coffee or something that is very used to them, it's make them feel it's a usual thing. It's not like a very impressive and which they can remember for so long. If I ask you some return gifts that you receive, which is still like you would have received multiple gifts, can you say which one like felt very special to you?
yeah. I think there is no
If
such.
someone had put that effort and had sent you
Okay,
some.
okay, okay. So if you're talking about all the gifts, not only the corporate gift, let's suppose. So I think. So it was like 7, 8 years back, and it was like 6 years, 7 years back. So I had lost my iPad in
Hmm,
a theft in Delhi.
okay.
So then when I came back home, I had told my wife, like, I've lost it. And I was a bit sad because it was a costly thing.
Hmm.
So when I came back home, she had already ordered a new one. And it came after a couple of hours, and I was very happy. Like, I got that thing back. It is still with me. I kind of keep it very safe now. I don't keep it here and there. So that was one gift. Corporate gifting, I feel they used to give nuts and all that, like those cashew nuts and all that I used to eat and kind of.
Self buy, right? I'm not saying that that should be a part of gifting, but
Yeah.
what else can make it more unforgettable? Because every element we
Mm,
can't make it so customizable, but one or two elements we can make customizable to them exclusively to
mm,
make them feel you are very special to them. If you ask me if I want to send a hamper to you, I
yeah.
will definitely send a hamper by
Mm,
aligning all your values in that
yes.
to send you that it is a very you feel like very special. For
Uh,
example, if I'm say, like I was just one gift that if I am going to send you that I'll send you this definitely to you after this meeting. I'll send you something because Dolly is something you passionately built. I'll send something related towards it. Whenever you see that, I'll come to your mind.
right.
So even when it comes to the employee,
Mm,
one thing we did, as I mentioned previously, caricatured each employee's pic, not
mm,
simply taking print of it. I
mm,
hired a person to draw everyone's caricature and we framed it and each hamper had it and we delivered it. A few people like that and it was funny to have.
mm,
And that is where, and till they can have it their own. And when someone saying this is my company had given for their anniversary, it is
mm.
truly meaningful.
Yes. This is superb. Like you created caricature for everybody. Like all.
Everybody, single person in that company have their own caricature.
Mm, this is nice. So you
Even
also investing time on understanding their persona, what do they do, and all these things right now.
sometimes people come to me without they will have a one idea this is the event they have like recently I had curated one hamper for a event called Acharya. I'm doing that for 2 years continuously,
Oh,
and where there it is about it's in happening for a women's college. They exclusively run every year. This time it's all about entrepreneurship. They had
mm,
a very strong core value of raising their own funds and investing on students
mm.
to develop a skills and make them to earn money from them. For that, and for the guests who are coming to that event, they want to give a token of gift. That's thing I got it. For them, they don't have any pattern of creating, they don't have any design, nothing they had. So for the exclusively for that theme, we picked the color red and orange yellow, that is like strong rising, which has a meaning for it. And we made a girl sculpting herself because it symbolized the meaning of the girl are from that college. They may like they're from below middle class, but the alumni from that college is very passionate to bring the juniors from that college to next level. So she had a vision of doing that. So we designed this is how it should be. Then for everything it is customized. Like we had a one hamper with a personalized frame with their note and what they have achieved. Everything we wrote it. Like whatever they had done it there and the people had coming to their event and we write down the things and we made it that should be captured in wordings because wordings never die. We captured in it and we had a flask with their names and we had a notebook with the frame of their pics, like notebook, literally everything we curated and it comes with the bag because I prefer everything goes to them. It should be multiply used. Boxes, bags, everything we pack the gift. I want the packaging also to be useful for them. So we very particular about it and we made it happen and we delivered it to them and it was very big hit in the part of the event. And by doing that and seeing my passion, they invited me for that event as a guest. And I can't express how gratitude to the universe.
Right. Now we will talk about your early days when you just started. Is that what did your first few orders look like? And what worked and what failed and what surprised you?
Okay. First few orders, I basically plan everything very early. I'm not a last minute person because if one thing fail, I believe even if it is in a small thing, now we are scaling up. I want to my quality be my name first. So, for example, as mentioned last time, if they printed some logos mistakes, some mistakes are there. If I can't itself accept, then how my client can accept? I rejected that. Even we printed around 4,000 packs. I paid it from my pocket and I cancelled it. And I can't deliver to my client that way. And I put my own money that it's behind my profit. So I put my own money and printed the bag and I deliver to my client. That's where my quality speaks. This is what I learned. When I know it's a loss for me, but it's okay. I can earn it anytime. But my name got damaged. I can't earn that anytime. I'm very particular about it. That's a learning I have. And few initial days, it will be like a late night thing. And starting, I was the only person who used to pack everything. And an on time delivery needs to be happen. Few things will be delivered to me lately, but I can't say that to my client. I want to stretch beyond everything, but I'm grateful for the family where like I born and I have my parents. Like they are my literally everything, backbone, support system, everything. They believe me and this girl is going to do something. We really need to support her. And especially my mom, I'll say this is my idea, I'll order everything and it will come us to here and she will take. And I have a few more employees to pack care of it, but she will be the bridge of this is how it want to be. And she makes sure everything is happening in the warehouse and it is like parceled it on time because I'll be in some other places taking orders and doing other things. And they are like my support system. I'm building all my team with their support.
Now tell me, one client order or project that you did that made you believe that this could scale.
For example, we worked for a client. It is an online academy. They usually monthly basis they will hire, they will onboard them students. So every month we will send the hamper. We will curate their hampers with their ID cards and few items which they have customizedly picked, and we will send to their exclusively address. Think like hundreds of or 200 people join that month within 5 days or sometimes we will pack everything and we needs to send the parcel and it needs to be reached there. There is no other choice. And we've been doing that for like 6, 7, 8 months constantly with them. Then I decided, okay, we can manage this kind of things and we can deliver it. And we even delivered a multiple, like right now we are handling a big orders. So when it come, I decided, okay, this is my time where I am ready to scale because we can manage it. I built a system where I can manage everything. If all multiple orders at a time, it's common. I have a team right now where I can relay. I can be the person who decide the hamper how should it look like and what are the things, and I can understand the value how I should bring it. And now I have a team who can take care of rest of the part, I can rest. So this is the time I decide I want to scale.
Right. And can you also, tell us, say, two stories, a couple of stories, which show the journey right from briefing of the requirements to the final delivery?
I work in a model. First, I will ask them, like, do you have any preference? Two ways of taking orders. Is there. One client will be very generous. They can give money whatever you ask. They want, this is our expectation. This is our thing, because that will be like very highly imaginative. So it will require a lot of money. They will
Hmm.
give in that way and make us to work on that. Another person is, they will give a budget and they
Hmm.
will give us the quantity. See, this is the budget, this is the quantity, what you can give to us. And
Hmm.
in that, we will work like multiple options. Like, people love to have the options. We will like give 2 to 3 options in that. And
Hmm.
we will, when talking to them, they will have some other overview idea. So we will pick that and we will align that in the hamper. And
Hmm.
we will send the samples, because, and I mostly prefer in sending the samples to them.
Hmm.
With their approval, I want to start the production. They want to see
Hmm.
the finishing output before I start my work. Because if I got that out approval, that sample I will ask them to have with them.
Yes.
Once we done and everything is delivered, because what happens, people when ordering, they will send some sample. When they're getting delivery, they will give some other quality. I don't
Hmm.
want to do that. I'll ask them, you have the sample,
Hmm.
and when we deliver it, I want to see the both matches equally. That's where I stand. Even for t-shirts, like we do exclusively t-shirts
Yeah.
for corporates. To that, I really mean that, because when I'm sending a sample, it is very highly curated for when we are sampling something. So
Hmm.
I'll make sure that is maintained and every each piece we curated.
Got
That's
it.
how my
And
whole process will work.
yeah. And how do you maintain quality even with larger orders? Like, how do you maintain creativity with consistency?
Yeah, that is quite challenging. But since I want my brand to be visible for the customization, and now with the technologies and connections I have built over, like now I can rely on people. I can say like I'm taking a bulk order because I have built a vendor system who are there to work for me. I call them and Anna, this needs to be done within this time. They do for me. That's the
Hmm.
confidence I have, right? Because of that confidence, I'm building everything. I
Hmm.
built the vendor ecosystem who's ready to do anything for me. I can 100% out of, even I can say 200%, because I make my payments on time. That is the main reason.
Hmm.
And I value their work. Two things are there enough to make them work. They can leave other works, and if I have some priority task, they will do for me for 100% sure.
Now, also want to understand that what makes a brand come back to you again and again. One is the personalization part that you have. Any other things like,
Yeah, the response we give to them, like we make sure they are happy, and how many times they give iteration. If they are my client, I'm ready to take that,
hmm,
because when we give a one product to them, then they will say, like for example, we doing a one customized, we have one exclusive t-shirt in our in-house. That is where I promise, even after 720 washes,
hmm,
the black color of polo t-shirt won't fade. Yeah, that is a promise I had given, because that the material I exclusively curated. We did a research and we did it and we built it from in-house.
hmm,
And you can if you're not believing me, I met the people, the founders, which I have delivered after 1.5 years. They said that quality remains the same, because a lot of people face the issue after a few washes, the black t-shirt fades and became a gray color. Their
yes,
brand value, and because their people, employees taking, they own you. Like the t-shirt
yes,
is your representative, because
yes,
the founder is very careful on it. We know that the branding, if something is mismatched, their branding get affected.
yes,
So I promised that, and when I'm sending the sample to them, the logo is slightly
hmm,
where aligned and everything. When we stitch and send the output to them, they will see like it can be done like this, and they will give me some iteration. For
hmm,
some clients, we even sent like 25 pieces of sample to get that final one thing done. This is because
yeah.
I really want how they imagine their brand should be. It should be recycled the same way.
Yes. So has there been occasions where you kind of choose quality over speed or margins? You told to the clients that no, I can't deliver in this timeline. I have to maintain the quality.
Like If I'll say, like, to be frank, few things will be over, like, this is the budget. I'll say, in this budget, I can give this quality. I can't compromise this. If you want this output, this will be our budget, because if goes beyond this, and this is will be the quality. I'm not saying I can't work in that budget. I'm saying for this will be the quality. I'm not like over promise. I never over promise.
And how do you personally see this corporate and personal gifting space evolving in the coming 5 years? And what do you want the Gift House of Nivara to represent in the coming 5 years?
Yeah, I really feel like the corporate gifting world is like evolving unbelievably, because it's not about something they given a year. If they conduct an event in the company, they want to give a return gift. If you see, gifting is not something chuma giving a things to them. It's showing a gratitude. I really value that. And nowadays, the concept of gratitude becoming like overly evolved. And if you want a gratitude, and I want to say, yeah, I took your time and you gave me that time. I really want to thankful for that. That time we came in. So whenever everybody wants to show gratitude, we be the part of in the way of showing gratitude. We will be the main part of showing gratitude.
Got it. And we have an upcoming event in the form of Women's Day. So how can, corporates approach you if they want to kind of book some orders?
Yeah, they can ping me in LinkedIn or in Instagram, or they can reach me out through our website, or any ways they can possibly. And we are taking orders for Women's Day, and we are making it so special, because men's are planning for Women's Day. They will lack what women's really like. So as a woman founder, I can say what really your women employee like, and we can help you to curate exclusive gift to show your gratitude to them, because I really think this is a place where you need to, like, definitely every organization to show a gratitude to a woman.
Yes, but now the thing is that Diwali is far away, but would like to ask you that when are you gonna start taking orders for Diwali?
Yeah, that is when corporate gifting comes. Diwali is like a major player in that. That's where everybody want to show, like, Diwali is a celebration, and we want to show our, like, till everything had we done it, we need to show all the love towards all the people who had continued and traveled with us, and few customers in abroad and everything. And like, we right now, like, few customers are in, like right now we are sending samples and getting approvals, because if it is going to be in a very bulk quantity, and you want some budget friendly, and you want it's to be in a very bulk quantity, and we are taking it in a very early ways to make everything customizable, and that's where we take times. And people will say, like, why you are starting now? Because we want to start early. In the last minute urgent finalizing things, no, then we need to compromise on some things. I don't want to compromise anything. So if you have a time, no, now you can decide, we can alter, we can figure the output what you have imagined, and we are there to make this Diwali gifts more exclusive than ever you had imagined.
Thank you so much, Shreeranjana, for sharing all these insights. And we'll put the link of the website, her Instagram ID, and LinkedIn ID also in the description link. So, let us have the best gifts for your employees, customized, personalized for them, so that they remember it not only till the time that they are in your company, but even when they go out, they always remember that this is the gift that was given by my company. Thank you so much, Shreeranjana, for joining us.
Thank you so much.